Inside Israel, people are seeing a very different picture of the war from the rest of the world and from what you've just heard, with IDF soldiers documenting their military offensive in real time.
This is a how-to video on how to blow up a mosque in Gaza. Format is internet fluent. The content is very real. Filmed, edited, and posted on Instagram by an Israeli soldier. For many in 2024, social media is everyday life. Israeli soldiers are no different, except they're fighting Israel's largest and most brutal war in decades. In video after video after video, soldiers document the destruction of Gaza and rejoice. They film detonations to use as wedding invitations. Among them are would-be comedians, whose videos satirizing the war show the devastation in Gaza.
Soldiers have always documented themselves. It could be in journals, it could be with, taking pictures.
Avner Gvaryahu served in the IDF during the Second Intifada. He leads the group Breaking the Silence, which encourages soldiers to speak out about the realities of occupation.
Even if we do find, the why we went to this war important, significant, and necessity, we have to ask ourselves how we're conducting ourselves in wartime.
The videos often end up on the social media channels of right-wing political commentators. They boast to the Israeli public of the tactics used to defend them. The IDF told CNN that it has acted and continues to act to identify unusual cases that deviate from what is expected of IDF soldiers. Those cases will be arbitrated and significant command measures will be taken against the soldiers involved. Images from Gaza of Israel's war injured are rare on Israeli television, but they're there on TikTok.
The overarching theme is that, we're here, we're going to win, we're powerful enough. And I think that what these soldiers are doing, though, these clips that we see on social media, is part of an attempt to regain sense of agency, regain sense of power, regain, the sense of positive self-image, the way we talk about ourselves before October 7th.
At times, they openly defy their military's message about protecting civilians and film themselves destroying civilian shops. Israel is under increasing scrutiny over the war in Gaza. These videos may well be adding fuel to that criticism.
Just into CNN, the IDF says it's detained more than 20 people suspected of taking part in the October 7th attacks as its raid of the largest functioning hospital in Gaza continues. The Israeli military also says it found weapons inside the facility, but CNN hasn't been able to independently verify that photograph. The IDF, though, says the mission inside the hospital is still ongoing. What are you learning?
Well, there's a couple of things about the hospital we're learning from the World Health Organization. Say they are trying to work with the Israeli authorities to get access to the hospital and stabilize the situation there. According to hospital authorities, electricity in the ICU unit and possibly the oxygen supply there as well are in critical condition, and this could threaten the lives of several patients and infants that are within the ICU, the critical care unit at the hospital there. But to what the IDF is saying, that they have now rounded up 20 suspects, they say, who were involved in the October 7th attacks. They've released photographs of a few of them that we cannot independently ourselves verify were involved in the October 7th attacks. The IDF described one of them as an ambulance driver, again, something we can't verify. The IDF originally went into the hospital, they said, because they had credible intelligence that there were possibly the bodies of hostages there. They had this intelligence, they say, from their sources and from other hostages. The IDF point to the fact that hostages had been held in hospitals before, and according to hospital officials at the Nasser hospital, the IDF were digging up bodies in some of the temporary graves that have been dug inside the hospital to check those bodies. But later in the day, yesterday, Thursday, the IDF said that they were becoming aware that there could be terror operatives hiding amongst the displaced people within the hospital, and they began to filter out the displaced people from the hospital, taking into custody those suspects. And now they say 20 suspects involved October 7th have now been rounded up from that hospital.
Yeah. Well, Nick Robertson, going to continue to follow those updates. Thank you so much.